Ito po ang summary of the strengthened senior high school reforms. Una muna, 2 tracks na lang instead of having the multiple tracks and strands. It's academic and tech pro. For formerly technical vocational learning, ngayon po tech pro na po siya, technical professional. Limiting it to, streamlining it to 5 core subjects. Streamlining and updating the electives. Updated the time allotment and also the choice of subject based on student exit and plans, not tracks. Next slide. Ayun po. So ito muna. Again, 2 tracks na lang po tayo. Academic or technical and professional. Both tracks still use the same 5 core subjects. Wala na po tayo, unlike before na based sa track nyo, meron pa kayong specialized or applied version ng particular core subject. Ngayon po, same na po sila. So hopefully that also simplifies planning in terms of sectioning and calendaring. Grade 11, pwede namang yung core subjects could still be the same po. Yeah. Next. Speaking of subjects, these are the 5 core subjects. Effective communication and mabisang komunikasyon. To those na nag-pilot, what they usually did is they did team teaching dito, isang English teacher, isang Filipino teacher. Hinaf po nila yung period ng isang week. So parang 2 meetings, sama po ba? 2 meetings for mabisang komunikasyon, 2 meetings for effective communication, or how many meetings your class program is. Life and career skills, general math, general science, at pag-aaral ng kasaysayan at lipunang Pilipino. Ito na po yung 5 core subjects natin. Next slide. Ito pong core subjects natin, kung kailangan po natin ng tulong as school heads on how to identify the best teachers, ito yung recommended or possible teacher assignments natin. Halimbawa po, those who could teach life and career skills, they could be our values education teachers, per-dev or personal development teachers, hope or PE teachers as well, health teachers. Pwede pong sa kanila manggaling. Sila po yung maging educators nitong subject na to. All right. Next slide. In terms of our electives, okay. The cable, ayun. Ayan. Para po mas, in our old mental model, sa academic track, meron pa tayong strands dati, tama po ba? Now po, we are borrowing the similar mental model. We're calling it clusters of electives. Pero unlike before, kung saan sa isang strand, they're required, let's say ABM strand ng academic track, madaming required subjects on management 1, management 2, organizational management, etc., etc., etc. Ngayon po, these are just clusters of electives, and learners are free to choose what electives they can take within their track. So para po siyang sa college, meron kayong cognate or sometimes meron kayong electives, pumipili kayo, mag-enlist kayo. Kaya po mahalaga, lalo na for our senior high school implementers here in the room, to get the demand and get the interest level of our students, and also plan the supply of teachers that we have so that we know which classes to offer, which electives to offer. Ito rin po yung paraan para po mabawasan or talaga maiwasan, especially for the private schools, para maiwasan yung retrenchment. Kasi alam po natin dahil nawalan na ng matuturo yung ibang mga teachers, baka wala na po silang klase na maturo. In this case po, there are some electives. We could use the curriculum guides of the previous subjects from the old curriculum, and they're now electives, offered as electives in our schools as well. Yun. Just note lang po, they're not the same though, yung clusters. Although they might sound the same, hindi po sila same ng strands because schools are not required to offer all electives as well. It's also, again, discretion of the school. Schools as designers. So you also get a chance to design what offerings you will make, what offerings of electives you will have. Yes. And next. Ito po ang updated time allotment. Aside from the work immersion, expansion of hours, yung grade 11 core subjects po natin, there's a 160-hour requirement for the whole year po siya, not whole semester, in 3 terms. And then academic electives po, how we're doing it para po ma-imagine nyo for 3 terms. Ang isang elective po dati offered in a semester, tama po ba? 2 quarters. Ngayon po, we don't have to create a new curriculum kasi yung isang elective can be offered in just 1 term. And then in a term, kunyari dati po in a semester, you have 8 or 9 subjects. Ang gagawin na po ngayon, mas konti na lang yung subjects ni student pagdating ng grade 12 niya sa kanyang electives. Right? So in a term, less subjects, more focus. Para po yung electives, it spans within a term instead of 2 quarters before. Yeah. All right. Next. Ayun po. And lastly, at dito papasok yung, if you notice our checklist for supporting senior high school, napakahalaga yung role ng guidance counselors or ng mga homeroom advisors. Particularly grade 10 and grade 11 homeroom advisors. Bakit po? Ang roles po nila ay para matulungan ang ating mga learners pumili ng angkop na mga electives para pag-exit nila ng grade 12, confident sila na ito yung mga kaalaman nila kung ano mang exit plan na gusto nilang mangyari. They want to pursue a particular career, they want to pursue further education, they want to pursue entrepreneurship. It's really helping the learners make choices. Meron pong toolkit na ginawa a few months ago called the Landas Toolkit. I don't know kung meron na pong mga schools or regions na nakakuha na po nun. It's a toolkit that homeroom advisors and teachers can help your learners make better decisions about their future. And in essence, natutulungan yung mga learners pumili kung anong mga electives yung pipiliin niya. Halimbawa, si learner gusto niyang mag-engineering. So, aside from yung usual po natin na gagawin, baka STEM track dati, di ba? Ipapa-STEM lang natin siya and then lahat biochem, physics, etc. Ngayon po, ang bata na gusto mag-engineering, marami siyang options. Pwede siyang kumuha ng ilang tech-voc subjects, tech-pro subjects. Pwede siyang kumuha ng, of course, electives in science and STEM. But they could also take electives on life skills or on social sciences to help them with further careers and further professional development. Yun. Next. Yun. So like we said po, Strengthen Senior High School, it doesn't just cover a new curriculum. Alam po natin pag nagbago yung curriculum sa senior high, nagbabago rin po lahat, the delivery, yung teacher training, yung resources, yung governance even, how to do partnerships, yung internships po natin. Marami pong nagbabago dyan. Next slide. Lastly po, a deeper look in our work immersion, field exposure, and arts apprenticeship programs. Again, this is for senior high school as well. Next slide. Ayun. Some things na magbabago po dito, yung expansion po ng hours from 320 to 640 hours. There are work immersion opportunities that can be that long already para po talaga magkaroon ng professional experience ang learners natin. Makikita po natin mamaya, merong iba-ibang options dyan. They could do it in 1 term, they could do it in 2 terms. Oops. Ayun. Ang isa pa rin pong dagdag dito, we know that work immersion is not possible if you don't have external partners. Sino po yung mga companies or employers or organizations that will absorb these? So yung mga MOA po and partnerships will be at the school level. So that way kayo po as schools, maybe if you have a focal in your school for senior high or work immersion, as a school head, it's very important for you to guide your focals to make sure that you're finding the right partnerships that will offer quality placement opportunities for our learners as well. At napakahalaga po ng clear communication para po maintindihan nila what they're signing up for as a partner. Yeah. Checking lang kung ano pa yung na-miss ko, formal partnership, weekly kumustahan, work immersion, and field exposure. Ayun. I think okay naman na po. Ang isang dagdag lang rin siguro dito in the policy, we're also strengthening the actual learning experience of these work immersion. Hindi lang po siya internship period. Mahalaga rin po yung role ng coordinator or ng teacher so that after a learner experiences have concrete experiences in the field, pagbalik niya sa school, kasama rin po sa program yon yung reflection, yung abstraction, para pong kung familiar kayo sa Kolb's experiential learning cycle, di ba? After you have concrete experience, it's important for the learner to reflect anong natutuhan ko sa internship ko or sa linggong to, saan ako gumaling, saan ako nahirapan. It's that metacognition that's very important to develop in our senior high school learners, that self-awareness. Next slide. Okay, sige. Next na po natin. Let's see if I missed. Sige, next slide. Ayun, okay. Next, I think parang we covered all of these na art apprenticeship is also included there and also field exposure. Yep. Next. Ayan, sige. Let's pause here for a bit. Ito yung mga, to operationalize it in the 3-term calendar to our senior high school implementers. There are 2 models of how we imagine you might offer these experiences. Una po muna, 1-term model. Meaning, yung work immersion halimbawa na 320 hours, you offer it in 1 term. Ang itsura po nun, a learner who undergoes that, yun lang yung ginagawa niya for 1 term. We heard from industry that's helpful for them para po talaga it does have a much more embedded experience for the learners. Kaysa po, pinupull out lang sila once a week, yung ganun, medyo light lang yung exposure. Ito po talaga, it's literal field exposure and work immersion. Yeah. Next slide. There's also, ayan, so this is one example of it. Next. A 2-term model, you could also expand it into 2 terms, kung saan yung full work immersion to still complete the hours, you could offer it in 2 terms, or this is actually for those work immersion models, particularly Tech Pro tracks that need 640 hours of work immersion. So pwede po siyang 2 terms. So in a way, talaga pong si learner, pag lumalabas siya sa let's say na-embed siya sa field, talagang nakaka-experience siya ng how many? Parang 100 days worth of field exposure of professional experience. Pwede niyang ilagay sa resume yon, pwede niyang i-apply for skills, pwede siyang magkaroon ng NC2, certifications, and the goal also there is for them to be exposed to potential employers if they want to be employed afterwards. Next slide. This one is for yung off-campus field exposure activities. Oops. Next slide. And then also a model for arts apprenticeship. So these details po, again, they're in our briefers. They're also in the policy so that we could imagine and do it again for our senior high school implementers. Pwede po natin itong gamitin na model so that we can design our programs more appropriately.